So there's good news coming, guys. Don't worry. There's been a long time coming here. So I suppose we should probably start where it all began. About 2 years ago, or 2,000 hours of gameplay, I had to take a little break from expansion packs for Final Fantasy XIV. Anyone who's in my streams regularly knows that this is one of the games that I play most of the time. So, that being said, after Shadowbringers, which is the most recent expansion pack, I needed a break due to, well, I guess I could tell you, spoilers for anybody, just so you know, Shadowbringer spoilers. I needed a break just because, like, everybody's saying goodbye to each other, and, well, this is actually a good little segue, and Seto and Ardbert's relationship just broke me, but I wanted to get a lot of other things done. But I think for now, let's watch this. Oh no. So let me guess, nothing's been recorded the last fucking... Oh, shit. Depends what window, huh? Yep. Put it in with filler. I don't know, figure it out. Everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. Oh. The ship for Charlotte should be pulled into the port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
Oh man, that means so much to
We
Alphino.
meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Wow. Dude. Way to
I'd
be
rather you dispense with the sirs,
such a
especially in
nerd.
private company,
Why?
or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Oh.
You've made
You've made your point.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
No sense worrying about the things we're powerless to change. It's very Declan-y.
Well, that's hardly comforting.
Well, maybe you should get over it, Tataru.
Oh, good. You're still here.
Oh, it's Hori Boulder now.
Hori! Coulternay!
Ugh.
Where's you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
In other words, they're all gonna die.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
It's time.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that light fucking sight.
And so you
Because it's not coming back light.
into the unknown.
Uh-oh.
A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
Is that Emmett Selk?
In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Hey, yo, it's A Green Polar Bear here. I'm on Trovo at .live at A Green Polar Bear. I'm also on Twitch.tv at the same time. AGPB Games on Twitter and Instagram if you do that. Also, Discord link will be in the comments. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and enjoy the video.
Here. Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
No, no way.
Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last.
Dude,
My
what?
light guided
What? Oh. It matters not the decision. I can trust your words no longer.
You have visited the first. You have every right to say that. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal.
Right. If that was the whole thing.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him.
Hey, remember that thing I was saying at the beginning of the video?
Nope.
Those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have had rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered.
Yeah, this pretty much explains everything you need to know.
The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
Yo, Heidelin's right here, dude. Come check it out. It's Heidelin.
I will
Yo.
not keep you further.
So, Declan's name is actually, it wasn't originally based off of Heidelin,
We shall meet
but
again.
slowly over time it was just Heidelin without the HY and a C in between. And that's Declan's name.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
Dude.
There she is.
Rocking out.
Good old
Charlotte.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You will.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you? Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Dravanian D's nuts.
How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Nice. This place looks dope. The music's pretty dope.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Yep.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
Bro.
Quite.
Bureaucracy.
So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we
The
proceed.
broocracy. This
Very
chick's
good.
intense as
I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
Nobody's heard of the Warrior of Light, Declan Ragumo?
Name and occupation?
Declan Raikuma. Artisan.
Indeed. Your profile describes you as an adventurer, but one also trained in the rather more constructive pursuits of procurement and production.
Bro, my hands
You may
be
enter.
tight. Tight hands.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formerly, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Dragon. Dragon.
If you'll allow me.
Oh god. He needs Creel to come up with something.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
You have no idea what we're about to do to your city.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear
No.
and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank
We're
you
about
for
to
your
run
concern.
through it. This is our city now. And we are in charge of it. Charlayan is more like Scion when... Charlayan.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding,
All right,
you will
Pikachu.
seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Wow.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Declan's and Estinian's first time in Charlayan. And for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey, get your bearings in the city. Once you settle in, that we can reconvene at the Baldasian Annex. How does that sound? This is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that I can call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there, Anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I do have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith, but they leave. Alright, so we're all splitting off. That won't be necessary until it be convened. I prefer to wander as the wind takes me, you fucking dragon. Alright, bye. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the annex. Continuing up the hill, you arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon, but I think you've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. I'm back, and I brought Declan and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. Oh, Jika. Administration Officer of the Students. He's a nerd. Private quarters, yeah, woo. Oh, the nap room's perfect for an afternoon doze. Yes, Graha. I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. Show simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted with the journeys abroad that we would slip into the Antron just to steal a few weeks. Nap rooms.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Oriange. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, it simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Compared to our more isolationist Charlian colleagues, we have strong connections overseas. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Rads at Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, and having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Charlian is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Charlian. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
I'm gonna end the video there because I gave you guys like 2 hours of content to cut through. I will start by choosing Thancred or Creel at the next one. Have a good day.